And I'll tell you something no one warned me about before I signed up for XCOM, the waiting. Not the combat. Oh no, the shooting starts quick enough once the doors drop, but the endless, stomach-twisting lull before it. We were strapped into the Trident's benches again, helmets on, Gauss rifles across our laps, listening to the hull groan under the ocean's weight. The air tasted metallic inside the suit, every breath a reminder of how thin the barrier was between us and the sea's patience running out. Second mission for me. First one had been a baptism of fire and salt water, enough alien corpses to make Isla smile back in the labs. But I still hadn't found my footing down here. The base corridors still felt borrowed. The uniform still smelled of someone else's fear. The pilot's voice cracked in overcomms. Contact confirmed. Alien sub, partially buried in seabed silt. Minimal movement, minimal. That's the kind of word you learn to hate. Could mean they're all dead. Could mean they're all waiting for us. The squad leader, Keen, gave us the usual pep talk. Standard entry, sweep, secure. His tone was as flat as the seabed. By now, I was learning that veterans don't waste breath. Ramp dropped. The ocean poured its weight around us, and we stepped out into blackness, lit only by our helmet beams. The seabed stretched flat and empty, sand puffing up around our boots. Then we saw it. The alien craft. Not like any human design. It sat like a whale carcass, bulbous, organic, half glowing as though it resented being here. Hull plates curved in sickly, bone-like ridges, with those same strange biolights pulsing faint green across its spine. A landed ship, but alive in its own way. Keen motioned us into formation. 8 of us fanned out, rifles up. The water muffled everything except the soft hiss of our suits and the distant groan of the alien wreck. First contact was fast. Aquatoid, short and pale, shuffling out of the silt like it had been born from it. Big black eyes, small frame. It didn't hesitate, raised a sonic pistol and squeezed. The water cracked with pressure and distortion. The shot ripped past my left shoulder and blew a hole through the seabed behind me. Sand spiraled upward in a choking cloud. I dropped flat, fired twice. The Gauss rifle's recoil kicked against my arm, and the Aquatoid came apart in jerks, its body twitching as it sank into the sand. Not heroic, not clean, just survival. We pushed on. 2 more Aquatoids waited at the sub's entrance, firing in bursts. Thompson, new lad, younger than me, wasn't so lucky. Sonic bolt punched straight through his chest plate. He folded without a sound, drifting backward into the sand. No time to mourn. No time for anything. Keen and 2 others laid down fire, their Gauss rounds tearing the entry point apart. Oakley would have had a field day analyzing the mess back in the lab, but right now it was about carving a hole big enough to breathe in. Inside was worse. The sub's corridors pulsed faintly, like muscle under stress. Every surface curved and flexed, bone white 1 second, faintly translucent the next. Our boots clicked against alien grating, water dripping where it shouldn't. We cleared room by room. Aquatoids scuttled like shadows, but they weren't built for stand-up fights. Short bursts from our rifles cut them down, though they screamed in a way that stuck under your skin. Then we hit resistance proper. 4 of them hunkered behind some kind of control node, greenish glow washing over their heads. Sonic bolts filled the corridor. Pressure alarms screamed in our helmets. Mason went down screaming, his leg torn open, blood clouding into a crimson fog around him. Keen barked orders. Grenade. Flash of light, concussive ripple shaking the alien hull. When my vision cleared, 3 Aquatoids were twitching wreckage. The 4th slumped over its console, hand still twitching. Silence, except for Mason's breathing, ragged and shallow. He was alive, barely. We swept the rest of the ship, nothing left alive. Found the core chamber, pulsing green crystal arrays and racks of their weapons. Zerbite. Isla's voice would crackle with delight when she saw the haul. Keen marked the crates for recovery, while medics strapped Mason onto a stretcher. Thompson's body stayed behind, zipped in a black bag. We filed out, leaving the alien sub gutted and bleeding its secrets into the seabed. On the way back, I kept my eyes on the green pulse of our recovery crates, thinking about Isla and Oakley tearing into the fines with that spark in their eyes, thinking about Thompson's body cooling in the hold, thinking about Mason, maybe losing his leg if he was lucky enough to keep breathing. War under the sea isn't glory. It isn't medals. It's learning which sounds will never leave your head. And as the Trident rose back toward the base, I realized something else. This was only the beginning.
That is the end for this one. Make sure you come back for more, and like and subscribe. See you soon.